All right, I'm going to hope that some of you are able to hop on. I blew dry my hair earlier and it's very humid today. So, bear with me. So, I'm in a little bit of a Facebook jail right now. So come on over here. I'm going to light some sage and read some cards for a minute and see if we can get anyone to hop on here. So I set this event up weeks ago, and Facebook censorship is really alive and well right now. And so I am restricted, but they don't really tell you what these restrictions are until you're just kind of going. I realized I forgot water. But, so it's supposed to allow me to open up a classroom, and I've used this multiple times. But that was not, it's not starting. So I'm guessing that's one of my stipulations, and I really apologize about that. The other tech issue that we had was that this event was supposed to be $32.99, and basically, for some reason, Facebook keeps changing the price to a free access. So I contemplated just canceling the event, but, at the end of the day, I love offering it, and, whoever this is meant for, it's going to reach. And so if you would like to, after the event, you can definitely reach out and you can Cash App me, or you can PayPal me at jessicabild@gmail.com or body@gmail. So I'm just going to turn off my notifications. And I'm going to pull a couple cards. And what I'll do is, if nobody's able to hop on, I will tag you guys in the replay, as well as download it or upload it to YouTube. So it'll be available there as well. But if you're able to make a donation or pay for your seat, that's beautiful too, and I would absolutely appreciate it, because we live on a monetary system, and the more that I'm supported, the more content that I can create. So I'm going to pull a couple cards for you. Oh my goodness, so the very first one that we have is Lumeria, Heaven on Earth. Creating heaven on earth, it's happening. So this is so beautiful that you guys are here with me and watching on replay. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Now I'll just do one more. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Okay, that's gorgeous. That's so gorgeous. So for those of you who don't know, first of all, I just want to say thank you for joining and welcome. My name is Jessica Louise. I am a certified meditation practitioner and spiritual life coach. I also am very passionate about helping entrepreneurs start a spiritual, soul-aligned business. So thank you so much for everyone who is going to watch this and who registered for the event. I'm sorry that I'm not super great with tech yet, and I kind of botched it. So that's okay. It's still going to reach souls. So I have overcome a shit ton of adversities, and this has been from domestic violence to poverty to homelessness, to losing loved ones and having to kind of separate myself from the norm and what I knew to be my life. My full real awakening happened in 2019. I have always been a spiritual being, and going within during the pandemic caused me and my family to go within much more deeper than just staying in our own home. We were really forced to look at things and look at generational traumas, and pretty quickly I started researching esoteric wisdom, and through my research I discovered that meditation seemed to be a secret light code that we can use to regulate and soothe our nervous system organically on a cellular level. So meditation is really the practice of quieting the mind and getting in between the ego and the true self. And so the ego is like who we think that we are, and the true self is the soul and who we really are. And so sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, through our conditioning and our environment that we are incarnated into, we can develop personality traits and character traits and things that aren't really us. And through meditation, we can really develop a silent witness within ourselves that allows us to take a look as an observer and look at the root to what is causing some of these things, and then start to nourish or let these things fall away. So everything is energy in the universe, and energy can't be destroyed. And so each of us has the potential to honestly transform our reality through our thoughts alone. And this can start really small in the beginning by just catching ourselves in triggers and rewiring that nervous system and rewiring the amygdala out of that fight or flight response and into a really creative, abundant space. So through our thoughts, each minute, over 200 million bits of data are entering our nervous system. And I sort of think of this as like light codes of data, and the brain has a system developed to organize this data. The system the brain has developed is basically 3 different ways of organizing data. So it is distorting, deleting, or generalizing the information that's coming in. Sometimes things can get lost and suppressed within our nervous system. And so I have developed gentle meditations that are designed to really help you tap into that subconscious mind and begin to recognize a new pattern. So this one is a really special meditation. It's a very gentle meditation. So even if you have gone through trauma and have things that may be unlocked, we don't have to really look at those in a detailed way during this meditation. What I'm going to have you do is, first of all, I want you to recognize the breath, and I want you to just keep focusing back on that deep nasal breathing through this meditation. The other thing that I'm going to ask for this particular meditation is that you go ahead and lay down. This is going to really allow your body to get into that subconscious mind. Sometimes when I offer meditations, I'm going to really ask that you sit up, because many of meditations that I do are really designed to leave you energized and relaxed. So for this meditation, don't fall asleep, okay? It's going to be a little bit hard, particularly if you're not used to the bowls, but we're going to rock it. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you place one hand over your heart and one hand over your gut, or your sort of like solar plexus region. You can't really see me, but there we go. So you're going to get comfortable. You're going to focus in on the breath. Then what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you start at your conception, whatever that year was for you. We're going to hold the space by year, and this is what I call a timeline jump. So we're going to go to your conception year, and things are going to come up for you, particularly in the years that you might have had a trauma. And I want you to just witness it, and then you're going to let it fall away, but you're going to let it fall away with an incantation. And an incantation is like a mantra or a spell that we're using to recode the nervous system. So you're going to start at infancy, or you're going to start at conception, and you're going to imagine yourself in the womb, and maybe your mother was struggling as a young mother. Maybe she wasn't super excited about giving birth to you. Maybe she was. I want you to tap into that energy, and I want you to witness that very first year of your life. And I want you to go into little embryo you, and I want you to say, I love you, I am you, you survived all the way to 2022. And then we're going to go to year 1. And if an emotion and a thought arises, if a big life event pops up for you, you're going to say, 1-year-old me. You're going to visualize 1-year-old you. I love you. I am you. You survived all the way to 2022. And you're going to go through each year of your life, and you're going to repeat that phrase, I love you. I am you. You survived all the way to 2022, and you can even choose to embrace little you with each year. Let me just say hello so I can see who's on here. So you're going to go, I have to type hi first, I think. So you're going to go through each year, and I'm going to step back and I'm going to play the bowls for you. Normally when we're holding this in a regular style classroom, I can see you all, and I ask that the students sit up when they're finished through their timeline regression. Because we don't have that same option today and we're working not in a classroom, I'm just going to have you comment purple hearts when you have reached the end, and then what I'll do is I'll leave the chat open for a second if anybody wants to join on and gather that. So you guys are going to also be able to watch the replay, and I'm just going to step back. I did bring some beautiful smudge today, but because there's not that many people, we're just going to have it in spirit. I'm not going to burn it. So just go ahead and get comfy, guys. And I will see purple hearts in the comment. And if there aren't any, I'll probably go for about 20 minutes. Okay? So we can get a good replay. And then I'll put that on YouTube probably, and in Quiet Your Mind, which is my free meditation circle. I'm getting bit up by mosquitoes. I can't see who's here with me, but hopefully you have wrapped up. And we will do this again soon. I'm actually working to train an intern to help me with this, and then let her host it occasionally as well. So I do apologize for the payment issue as well as the room, but I have about 20 days set in restriction, and I actually talked to Facebook today and spoke to a live person, and I might have my account all back up and running and like no restrictions within 48 hours. So fingers crossed. Censorship is very alive and real, and so you have to be careful what you say, even when you're joking online. So mosquitoes are terrible, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will try to download this and have it available for replay, so stay tuned.